Hey, my name is Afi and welcome to No Proof Needed. This is the first video. This is where we're going to sit, review, and have real conversations about life without alcohol. I actually been on my sobriety journey for the past 15 months, so we're going to talk about my experiences. We're going to talk about how I adapt to being in social environments where it's all alcohol based, and we're going to, of course, review some good non-alcoholic beverages so you know what to do while you're out and about. So the first beer that we are going to taste is Athletic. It's a regular beer, nothing special about it. A beer can. Nothing special about it, but it's only 12 ounces. When your girl was drinking alcohol-based beer, honey, I need 24 ounces. 12 ounces is nothing. But let's go ahead and do this. So this is how you pour a beer if you do not know. You tilt the glass and pour it very slow. And before we get started, let me just say, beer isn't just for the fellas. Girlies can sip too. I started off drinking beer. That's how I started. I ain't proud of it, but that's how I started drinking. But non-alcoholic beer is for people who are sober curious, or you just want more non-alcoholic options. So we're going to talk about this. Oh yes, this is my favorite. I actually had it before. That's why I started my first video with this. This is more like a lager. It's kind of sweet. Not too sweet, but it has that sweet taste. It's nice, crisp, it's light. This would be great, like super cold on a hot day. Oh yes, that's amazing. That is what you want to get. And I know non-alcoholic beverages have a bad reputation, especially if you started off with Old Duels. My first time trying Old Duels was years ago when I tried to go sober, but it didn't work. I still have PTSD about that aftertaste. I mean, it was horrible. Old Duels, if you watching, I'm so sorry, but that is a horrible aftertaste to just sit with you. It's just bad for your spirit. It's bad for your soul. Don't do it. Don't try. Get water before you do that. So how this is going to work is while I'm sipping on a drink that I'm reviewing, again, we're drinking an Athletic Upside Down Dawn. It's amazing lager. I'm going to have a topic and we're just going to talk about it. Again, it's going to be based on my experiences. And the topic today is going to be things I didn't expect when I stopped drinking. And the first one, and I'm sure this is what most people wonder, like, what would I do if I stopped drinking? Would I be fun anymore? And would I be able to have fun? This was a big one for me because drinking, was such a default for me that soon as I sat down anywhere, morning, afternoon, or night, in a restaurant, in a bar, the first thing I'm gonna do is order a drink. Where the drinks at? I can wait on the food. I need a mimosa, I need some champagne, I need a beer. So without alcohol, I really thought I'd just be sitting around watching everyone else have fun, because when you've been drinking so long and that's what you're used to, it's just like, what's next? But what I didn't expect was that it actually isn't about the alcohol. I know. It sounds cliche, but it's true. It's real. I'm being honest with you, 100. It's about the people, the energy, just being in the moment. And now I'm so much more present and I actually get to enjoy and remember everything. And honestly, it took me a minute to just being out and ordering a drink. At first, it was hard because I stopped during Christmas time. You know, Christmas is holidays, it's holiday parties. Everybody is drinking, eating, having a good time. I made it through. I just kept going to the events. I was like, I'm not going to stop going. I kept going to the parties and I just pushed through the craving. There was only one time, honestly, where I had to leave a Christmas party. It was open bar and it probably was like day 3 of my sobriety. And I was like, I got to get the hell out of here. And I left. And it was people I did not know at that party. And usually, what do you do at a party when you don't know nobody? You have a drink, you loosen up, you start talking, you're invincible. So I actually left that party. But now, 15 months later, I go to parties, I go to comedy shows, I go to events. Life has not stopped. And you realize when you're drinking in those moments, you think that everything is funny, you think that everything is turned up, you think everything is just hilarious, but it's really just the alcohol. But now I'm so much more present in being around the people who I love and enjoy, and then just being present for myself, and you ain't gotta worry about no hangovers anymore. The second thing I didn't expect or was worried about was not feeling as confident or outgoing without drinking. Alcohol make you feel completely invincible. You could do anything, you could be around anybody, you can just show up and be your so-called best self. So going out to events and things of that nature, I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? Especially when it's places where people are dancing, because honey, I had a rule. Your girl did not dance without a drink. And not just a drink, I need to have at least 3 to feel I can get up on that dance floor and feel like everybody is not watching me. But it has changed. 15 months in, I have danced, I have been to parties, I go up there, no alcohol, no non-alcohol, nothing. I realized drinking is an illusion of making you feel comfortable. It's about being comfortable in who you are. Once you're comfortable who you are, you can go anywhere. You can be around anybody without fear of being watched. What do I look like? It doesn't matter. It's what you feel and what makes you feel good. And that's what you need to focus on. And now I know my energy is real. My conversations are real. I don't need a drink to feel good about myself. And more importantly, I think this is the most importantly, is going home, popping an ibuprofen and a white Gatorade from 7-Eleven. Hangovers, I've had more than I can count. I'm definitely not proud of that. But again, I'm over the age of 40. So we got some time in here. We ain't gonna go into details. But, having them hangovers after 35, it's like that meme you see with the guy in the hospital and it has like the little, over 30 hangovers. It is real. Once, after you hit the age of 35, I remember I had my first hangover after the age of 35. And you know, that first day for me is like death. I couldn't do anything with the ibuprofen and the Gatorade. I couldn't do anything but lay in that bed. And then, about age 36, you need a whole nother day. It's 2 full days. You know how much wasted time that is? Because you sat there and had too many drinks. You were just literally wasting time. You wasted 2 days in the bed, hungover over some alcohol. Like, come on. Better decisions. It's 2025. Better decisions. No judgment, but at a point, we got to make better decisions. You see, it's Friday. No alcohol. Okay, let me get back focused. So the third thing, my biggest fear was going on vacation without drinking, because drinking on vacation is a whole event for me. It starts at the airport. I don't care if it's 5 a.m. Where the mimosas? Continues on the plane, where the mimosas. Then straight to the pool, the beach parties, the club, the whole pregame. Pregame is real. Where the drinks at? We on vacation. That's your excuse. That was my excuse to drink without judgment. Can't judge me. I'm on vacation. I'm quick to say that. I love to travel, and I try to travel as often I can. So that was my biggest fear. I went on my first vacation. I was like, how am I going on vacation and I drink? I was almost in full panic mode. So the first time I went on vacation, I was 7 months into my sobriety, and it was an 8-day cruise. And I'm just like, the angel on one side, the devil on the other side, like, Alfie, you gonna order a drink? No, you can't order a drink. Yes, you can. No, you can't. No, you can't. Am I gonna stay sober? Am I gonna be bored? Like, what am I really supposed to do? But then I realized there's so much I could do. I'm still who I am. I'm still Alfie. There's still things to do. So what did I do? I ordered a virgin pina colada and sat up by the pool. I sipped on non-alcoholic beers at the comedy club. And I just enjoyed the vibe and continued to be who I was and knew how to be. And the best thing about not drinking on vacation is you do not have to recover in the morning. You know how it is. You got to be at an excursion at 8 o'clock. I mean, you got to get up at 6 because you got to get off the ship. You got to find the people. You got to do, and you struggling through it. You struggling through it. You first trying to remember everything that you did the night before to see if you act a fool, you met somebody, whatever. I ain't never had that experience on a cruise, but you know how it can be. And then you got to sit there and struggle through an excursion, not being able to enjoy the full experience because you had way too many drinks and you were trying to recover. And again, that over 35 hangover, you know, that's worse. And I just realized I did everything on that cruise. I went to the club. I went to the comedy shows. I lived by the pool. That's my thing. I lived by the pool. I worked out and I had a great time. And all this discovery, like, I don't know who you are, how you are, but being sober is so humbling because it really makes you figure out and focus on who you really are. Because again, alcohol make you invincible. Alcohol make you say things you wouldn't normally say. Alcohol make you live in your own delusional world. And I'm not talking about people that just have a drink, so don't be offensive to that. I'm talking about people who take it, you know, you had that one too many to take it there, because I'm not judging anybody. I've been there, done that, wrote the book. But for me, it just like, and not to get too deep or too mushy, I love myself so much more. I appreciate who I am more. I appreciate being at an event with my friends and not being the one to order the drink as soon as we sit down. I appreciate that if my friend want to go out and turn up on her birthday, I can make sure she get home safe because I can be her designated driver. Life does not stop at all because you decided to be sober. It's up to you. I don't want to get in a preachy moment. We'll have many more moments about that. I'm just telling you how it affected me, and I am grateful that I decided to stop drinking. Okay, so back to the beer. Just a little details if you're wondering. It's 0.5% alcohol by volume. That means the amount of liquor that has been poured in there is 0.5%, so you will not get drunk. It only has 45 calories in this one. Each of their different beers have different calories, so always pay attention. But you want to remember, these are still empty calories. So if you work out and you health conscious and you worried about that beer belly, you want to do this in moderations. Also is made with everything a normal beer is made. The barley, the hops, the wheats, things of that nature. The only thing it's missing is the liquor. It has the taste. It hits that spot. If you like that beer taste, it hits the spot. As you know, I'm going to rate this a 10 out of 10. This is my favorite. This is my go-to. I light up when I see a restaurant have athletic. If you need beer with your wings, if you need beer with your crabs, people from the DMV, you understand. My dad is from Baltimore, so you know what I'm talking about. Crabs and beer. This will hit the spot. I'm going to Baltimore this summer and I can't wait to get some crabs and beer. But anyway, let me stay on focus. This was fun. I enjoyed you guys. If you liked the video, subscribe. I'm going to work out my schedule to figure out what days I'm going to be dropping, so I will let you know that soon. But if you want me to try something, definitely put it in the comment section. I'll see if I can find it. I'll make sure it's a review. And we're not only going to do beers. We're going to do beers. They have non-alcoholic wine. They have non-alcoholic champagne. I actually see non-alcoholic gin and tonic. That was not my drink, but I'm going to try it. Non-alcoholic margaritas. So we have a whole bunch of type of drinks we're gonna go. And ladies want to go out and be cute, you know, feel like we gonna have those moments as well, not all in the house. So thank you for joining No Proof Needed. I'll see you next time.